Yes, yes. Make sure to drink plenty of agüita.
Agua.
Mm, mm.
Aguavita. As we kick off this best of 3 series here on 2000 Atmospheres, Ellie in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. We have, of course, the Skater Boy himself. He is the Red Protoss player coming up for the land of Korea. He is going to be representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming DPG. He is herO.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Taiwanese Protoss player representing Good Game Gaming GGG. It is nice.
Can't wait for the end of this map. You know, herO's gonna say, "See you later, boy."
He's just a skater boy.
He is.
Oh boy.
I've been waiting a whole week to be able to use that for herO. On a cast herO on 2000 Atmospheres.
Fun fact. My neighbors were actually listening to a song during Battle of the Americas. The mic didn't pick it up, thankfully. But it was pretty loud, and it was Must Be the Money. Actually listening to that on full blast.
We should ask them to play it again. Just for this map.
Oh god. But yeah, we'll see how this goes, especially because like we've seen both of these players really excel at the PvP matchup in their own respective weeks, in their own respective ESL Open Cup Asia. So now they two meet, they collide.
Yeah, it's really been a long time coming, honestly. Two of these players to face, both of them showing off their competency in the PvP matchup, but as you said, just never against one another.
Yeah, now it's coming back to me. Because we have a very odd opening here from Nice. He is opening up with a Stargate.
Huh. Yeah, skipping that double gate that herO has decided to go for, a little bit more orthodox when it comes to PvP.
And I worry for the life of Nice, because hero's still on 2 bases. He has a Twilight Council on the way for Blink. He's setting up a proxy pylon. Stalkers are going across the map, and also Nice is being very greedy. Like, full max packs. He went for a low ground wall. He's going for a faster Nexus. Like, he is cutting a lot of corners for a better economy.
It really is, and I'm not convinced it's going to pay off. The Adept moves in, and it will scout the Twilight Council researching. What does Nice do with that information?
Yeah, he even sees the 3rd gateway, and this confirms aggression. He doesn't know how deep the rabbit hole goes, though, because we have a 4th gateway out in the middle of the map here for herO. Oh my god.
herO cannot afford to take his time here when it comes to defending. Oracle's going to pop out, and it can throw down a Stasis Ward or 2, but I feel like Nice right now, he just wants to go across the map and get some harassment done while he keeps herO's forces distracted.
Yep, there we go. There it is going across the map. But herO, he's got a shield battery in the base. He has Stalkers as well. He is ready for the Stargate because he scouted it earlier. I'm just quickly checking. He did confirm it. What I will say about the defenses for Nice is that he does have a couple of shield batteries. He will also have Overcharge in a little bit once he gathers that energy on the Nexus.
It's an interesting rally location.
Oh god.
Nexus. The probes! Only one probe will get caught in that Stasis Ward. The Oracle taking a bit of damage, but you know what, at the very least, Nice was able to keep 2 of herO's Stalkers at bay. Something.
Yeah, it is something, but you know what? Now they have been unleashed. They're coming across the map here. herO, he's getting so many Stalkers. Like, the one-shot potential is insane. He blinks on forward on top of the Void Ray.
Doesn't quite have the one-shot yet, but he will be able to take out that Void Ray regardless. The Nexus just barely not enough energy for an
Oh
overcharge.
my
These stalkers
God.
blink in. They surround everything.
It's an Artasis pylon! Oh my god, it's gonna go down!
Even with the battery overcharge, just a second too late. That is such a lonely overcharge. And just like that Immortal, I mean, if that overcharge was popped maybe a second earlier, or if that was a backup pylon, right? The Immortal may have been able to go to town on those stalkers. There weren't too many of them, but immediate blink in, 3-shot, the Immortal, nothing left.
That's the danger of PvP. Like, if you look in a vacuum, like Nice's defenses were looking very solid. He had 4 shield batteries and an overcharge. Like, that's insane. But if you have enough stalkers, it doesn't matter how many shield. He could have 20 shield batteries. Doesn't matter, mate. The burst damage is just crazy. He was able to eventually take down that Void Ray and everything else afterwards. Like, that's just the power of the Blink Stalker.
Pretty much. I mean, Blink Stalkers are almost like Men of Gun, right? Since the beginning of StarCraft 2, it's like, yeah, if I have enough Stalkers, and I control them well enough with Blink, I can just overpower anything you have. Secret to a lot of Parting's successes, to nowadays a lot of Zest's successes.
Yeah, and back in the day, herO. Well. Yeah, herO was known specifically as the guy, the smiling assassin, for his Blink micro. It was just, you know, famous to everyone, and now he's back and he's utilizing that once again.
It was like the one player better at Blink Stalker control than Parting back in like 2014-ish.
Yeah. And here in this game, you know, it's not like he had the most finesse with his Blink Stalkers, but regardless, like the brute force style of it, going for a 4-gate, you don't see it too often anymore. But yeah. Which
again, just like Men with Gun, you have enough of them, don't even need to control. They kill everything fast enough.
True.
That's why I love facing Zerg players who don't make any Zerglings and just go pure Baneling. Like, they only have Marines, and it's like, haha, you're not even going to touch me if you're Banelings. But regardless, we are going to continue our series here without Banelings, without Marines, as we don't have either of that race in this particular match up. It is PvP. On Romanticide, LE, we're in the top left-hand quarter map, starting all the way in the top left-hand quarter. We have the red Protoss player coming down from the land of Korea. He is, of course, going to be representing his team, Dragon Phoenix Gaming, DPG, as well as his restaurant that I forgot the name of. Hashtag not sponsored. He is herO.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Taiwanese Protoss. He is blue, currently down in this series, but not out by any means, representing Good Game Gaming. GGG. It is nice.
This time, getting that double gate, not taking a risk.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he's been put on notice a little bit by herO. Like, yo, if I smell weakness, I'm gonna exploit it.
And I'll smile while doing it.
Alright, mate. He'd be smiling right now.
It's not even Smile, the NA player.
NA? Man, he's Peruvian. God damn.
Yeah. Peruvians in the north, they have mountains.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That doesn't mean you're in the north, Yaku.
They have mountains.
God damn.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Peru, Chile, and parts of Argentina. They're all in the north because they have mountains. Nice looking Smile a little bit on herO too.
Oh, I love it. So we having some cheekiness from both players. So one thing, of course, Nice sneaks out that pylon, and with this he'll be able to warp in Adept straight into the main base of herO if he doesn't notice.
You should just get a Dark Shrine.
Boy.
Immediately.
Just double down, man.
There. Exactly. You already made it this far. Oh, I like this. The control coming out from Nice.
Yeah,
Looking
nice.
at where the probe was going to be at, not where the probe actually was.
Yeah, he just takes down one of the probes. Meanwhile, Nice is looking to expand. He's being delayed a little bit here by herO. What's important is that herO, he wants to be the aggressor once again with these adepts. Going to be sending out those shades across the map. But Nice, he should be ready.
Yeah, see the probe there. So if his control is on point, he should be able to block that off.
Oh.
herO utilizing a bit of shade micro, drawing the stalkers away and just shading on forward, but he's about to get sandwiched. Nice was not leaving those stalkers idle. He was hunting for these adepts.
Yeah, and I'm honestly, I'm a little bit surprised. I'm surprised by a couple of things. One, we don't just have 4 adepts here for herO. He's got 6. He's got 2 more on the way, so he's going to try and brute force his way up the ramp. But the other thing is that Nice still hasn't used that pylon. He can warp in straight away into the main base, but right now he's more prioritized with dealing with these adepts.
It's just understandable. I mean,
true. There we go.
Oh! Yeah, he's dealt with the adept threat, and now he can be the adept threat.
And sure, there's a shield battery, but that will not stop the one-shots here from these adepts. He's going to be going straight in, and he's waiting to distract the adepts of herO.
Just like so, shading so far forward, herO is. Hey, maybe he'll deal with the stalkers and go across the map, but at the cost of at least six probes. A lot more of them are starting to fall. The adepts not even bothering fighting the stalkers.
Yeah.
Going straight for more worker kills.
Exactly, and herO, he's down he's down 10 workers essentially compared to Nice. He has to make something happen here with these adepts. He tries to shade into the main base, but there's a full wall off. This time not with a natural, not with a pylon, but with a gateway.
Which is a lot tougher to try to brute force your way through. They start with a little bit more health than a pylon. Just enough to prevent herO from utilizing these five adepts. Now 4.
Exactly.
Now 3.
And I don't want to call this too early because again, herO, he is attempting to catch up in the worker count. He's been pumping out nothing but workers. He's keeping the attention of Nice here at home, but the problem is that more adepts are warped in.
He still hasn't noticed that pylon yet. Alright, it's a decent force field and decent body blocks as well, but again, 3 adepts, you can't fight that with probes. 6 more start to go down. The stalkers finally come back in and find a bit of an opening. herO was doing really well trying to remake his recoup his losses. It was making nothing but workers, as you were saying, as Nice was focusing a bit more of his army, but now focusing on his army is starting to pay off a lot for Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Nice is pulling herO apart left and right. herO is able to hold on for now, but again, like Nice, he has so much snowball potential with his economy, and that's it. GG.
You're now up sideways 1-1. It was best of 3 series.
GG, well played. We're going to that ace match, and that was so unfortunate that herO was never able to scout and deal with that pylon. Because of that, like, the economy of herO was just was decimated. Ugh.
Yeah, he only noticed that pylon right towards the end of the game, didn't he? The match he decided was just, that was probably what prompted him to GG out, honestly. It's like, I've let this go unscouted for so long, and I paid. And to be fair, things weren't exactly going herO's way from the start of that game. He wanted to be more aggressive with his adepts. It didn't really work out. He even lost his probe in the early game to the probe control of Nice, and from there, I mean, that was really when he should have just tapped out. But he could have stayed on and, you know, made a bit of a longer game out of that, but Nice went for a bit of a gambit very early on with that pylon, and it paid off big time for him.
It really did, and because of that, Nice, he was able to tie up that series, get a win on the board, and now it's so up in the air when it comes to who is going to take this series. You know, again, herO, obviously, he has a legacy behind him, but he's still kind of getting back into the swing of things when it comes to Legacy of the Void. And PvPs, they can be so unpredictable. You got it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Yaku.
But speaking of getting it, we are now spawning into Lightshade LE, where we see which player gets it. That it, of course, being the W in this ace match. For who goes to the quarterfinals, I believe? Or, yeah, should be quarterfinals. It's not going to be semifinals just yet. In the top left-hand corner map, spawning the way in the top left-hand corner map, we have the red Protoss player coming out from the land of Korea. He is, of course, going to be representing his team, Dragon Phoenix Gaming. DPG. He is herO.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Taiwanese Protoss tying up the series 1-1 in this best of 3. This is it. This is the ace match. We have the Taiwanese Protoss T is blue representing Good Game Gaming. GGG. It is nice.
I think it is important for you to mention that PvP, or how unpredictable PvP can really be. I mean, the narrative, I think, for a lot of these returning players from the military is that their mirror matchups tend to be the strongest, because they're the ones that change the least. You know, Leenock has really been taking it to even players like Solar and whatnot in the CBC. Gumiho and Björn, when they first returned, were able to make great strides in TVT. The same thing can be said for PvP, but because it's a lot less clear-cut than the other mirror matchups, you still find a couple of players struggle with it.
Yeah, like, I think that's what we have noticed and we've said these past couple of weeks with both Classic and herO, is that when it comes to PvP, like, they have been on point. They've been making very close series against players like Zest, for example, and Trap. But when it comes to closing out a series, I mean, clearly these these players who have been committed to the game a little bit longer have that
more consistent.
Yeah, they still have that advantage.
And we'll see if Nice is able to levy that advantage. And kind of the that's an early robo facility.
Yeah. Oh.
There's a fake out.
As I quickly check here, I mean, herO did go in with a scout. Unfortunately, he did not see the Stargate, as I quickly confirmed. Yeah, he didn't see the Stargate, but I guess, you know, on a whim, he decided to cancel that robo and go for Blink instead.
Did Nice scout that?
He did. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, right. So it was fake out.
Yeah.
And we'll see how he was able to utilize that. The tropes trying to come in to confirm that herO's not being cheeky. He has a bit of a reputation behind him. You really gotta make sure that he's not bamboozling you. Which is why I like that Nice is going to Oracle first.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. With this Oracle, he can deal some damage, and he also confirmed the tech. He can confirm that, hey, the robo has been denied. It has been cancelled. Meanwhile, herO shoots first.
As he chases away these stalkers. I'm sorry, I just imagine it like a movie.
Yeah. He's Han Solo.
herO shoots first, exactly.
Oh god, and with that he was able to win, dominates the battle in the skirmish in the middle of the map. Meanwhile, Nice is going out with his Oracle.
He's going for natural first. He will only now confirm that there's no natural base out here for herO. herO doing the same thing he did on 2000 Atmospheres, but this time Nice has way fewer defenses.
Exactly. To be fair though, this time herO does not have a 4th gateway, only working off of 3, but still with 3 gateways you can be incredibly aggressive. This time there's a shield battery, a second one on the way, overcharge is going to be available. Like, herO, he does have the Stalker advantage, not as large as before, but still so much potential to just power through those shield batteries.
Yeah. If Nice is even a second too late and popping that battery overcharge, herO should be able to 2-shot that Void Ray.
He gets right.
Stalkers won't have too much issue, and there goes the Void Ray. Even with the battery overcharge, these Stalkers of nice should start to fall. A second Void Ray comes forward, and that's going to be enough to herO from now, but he's just continuing to warp in.
Yeah, and this is scary. Like, herO, he's not expanding, he's not taking a natural base. Like, herO is all in here. He needs to break through, he needs to kill that Void Ray, and then more.
And he's well aware of that. So he's so careful with his Stalkers. Doesn't lose any of them in this particular kerfuffle, but I mean, nice losing just one Stalker. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to snowball or have a bit of an advantage as the assault continues, but herO's just microing his Stalker so cleanly.
Yeah, he's able to take out another Stalker, which is great, but we do have a third shield battery finishing up. We do have reinforcements. A second Void Ray comes out. Oh god, this is getting terrifying. herO needs to deal with this Void Ray counts.
He does, or at the very least kill that natural base and try to back away.
Exactly. Meanwhile, he takes out a Zealot, took out another Stalker. What's important is that Prismatic Alignment was kind of wasted. It is going to run out.
Yeah, only going to be available on one of these Void Rays, and sure, you could argue that with Blink, you don't really want Prismatic Alignment anyway. But
look at the Stalker count.
If herO overextends, then that Prismatic Alignment can really punish him.
Going for it!
It's a massive Stalker shout. He's going straight for it, trying to depower some of these shield batteries, which seemed like a bit of a mistake. Did allow his Void Rays to live a little bit longer, and did allow the Void Rays to get a couple more Stalkers, but now look at the army supply difference. Discrepancy is a little bit greater, but again, one Void Ray, that Prismatic Alignment. See what I tell you about overextension. herO extended for just a second, and a ton of his Stalkers went down, but now it looks like Nice is starting to overextend, at least when it comes to his Void Ray.
That he is, but he does go back to the safety of those shield batteries. The Void Ray is so close to death, but it is still alive, and that is what matters most. And I do think it was a bit of a mistake. I think he didn't realize, or he didn't see that there was a pylon in the back, so he wasted a lot of DPS on the first forward pylon. Because of that, nothing really came of it. A bunch of his Stalkers went down, and Nice, he's barely trying to hold on. Barely trying. Oh, God.
2 Void Rays out now. A couple of Zealots here to act as more of a buffer than anything. Nice, he knows that any Stalker sees warps in would immediately be at a disadvantage, so he needs something else to buffer. Very nice turnaround here from herO.
Yeah.
Sniping that weakened Void Ray immediately, and now he can deal with the overcharge. And when I say deal with the overcharge, I meant prevent overcharge, but mate, he did even more than that. He forced a GG out. herO takes that series 2-1.
Wow.
He said, see you later, boy.
GG, well played. Eventually, he overwhelmed what Nice had. Like, again, slowly over time, he was just grinding away at that Nexus, and eventually it did fall. And unfortunately, there were a couple of slip-ups there by Nice as well. You know, losing some Void Rays early on. As you said, there were a couple of moments there where he overextended and continued to lose a handful of units here and there. And slowly over time, that did add up.
It really did. And I want to say that, you know, Nice might also be a little bit trigger happy when it comes to pulling the battery overcharge, but I feel like that only really applies to his game against herO on Blackburn. This time, you know, in this series overall, he popped the overcharge at about appropriate times. It's just that by the time the engagements happened, he allowed herO to get away with just amassing such a massive Stalker count that overcharge didn't help him too much.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing, right? That's I guess that's probably why, like, herO, he's loving Stalkers right now. Because back in his era, shield batteries weren't a thing with overcharge. And he's probably like hearing mummers like, oh yeah, like, you know, overcharge is amazing because of it, like proxy robo isn't really a thing anymore, and it's like, what about Stalkers, mate? Like,
that's all you need.
He's not drinking that shield battery Kool-Aid, mate.
He rejects it, you know.
Back in my day, we just made Blink Stalkers, and I'm a prove it, mate. I'm a prove it.